Foundation Math Prodigy. This is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today we're going to go into question number 1 of your assessment paper number 6. Now this question is on averages, so let's take a look at the question right now. So it says that 3 men went fishing. Okay, so they all went fishing. Now on average, each man caught 5 fish. 2 of the men caught a total of 11 fish. Now how many fish did the third man catch? Now for this question, you need to understand the concept of averages. Now, what does averages mean? Okay, averages basically mean what will happen if I were to put everything together. So I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, number 1 is to put everything together. Okay, in other words, in this case, we put all the fish together into one bucket. Okay, and step number 2 is then to distribute or to give equally, okay, to be fair and give equally. So in this case, you will notice that on average, they all have how many? 5 fish. Okay, so what does that mean, 5 fish? Basically, there are 3 men, right? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so in this case, it could be Ashidik, Liana, and Coach Saiful. Okay, these are the 3 people that is always in our class. Okay, or it could be Ashidik, Liana, and Helmi. Okay, so now you 3 went to fish. Okay, and at the end of the day, you realize that all of you caught an average of how many fish? 5. Okay, what does that mean? That means that is on average, which means that we already put everything together, then we distribute it equally. But it could also mean this. It could mean that, for example, Ashidik caught 9 fish, okay? Then Liana caught 3 fish, which is already how much? 12. And so Hilmi caught how many? Hilmi caught another 3, because a total of 15 fish minus 9 minus 3 gives you 3, okay? Or it could even be Ashidik caught only 1, and Liana caught 10, and Hilmi caught the rest, which is how many? 4. Or it could be a multitude of things. It could be many things. But all you need to understand is that on average, it basically means we put everything together and then we distribute or we give them equally. Okay? So with that in mind, let's do this question. So in this case, it says that there are 1, 2, and 3 people. Correct? And on average, they all got 5 fish. They all caught 5 fish. So now the thing is, we have to understand, 2 of the men caught a total of 11 fish. I don't care how many, which are the 2 men. It could be this 2 men, it could be this 2 men, and it could be this 2 men, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. It could be these 2 men. So in this case, I'm going to take these 2 men. Doesn't matter, okay? On these 2 men actually caught 11 fish together. We don't know how many each person caught. It could be 5 here and 6 here. It could be 6 here and 5 here. It could even be 1 here and 10 here, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. What matters is a total here is 11 fish. But what do we know about the 3 people? What we knew about the 3 people is that they all caught a total of 15 fish, which means that they're asking you for there's 1 person, right? So 15 minus 11 gives you 4. So in other words, this person caught 4 fish. Okay, how do I get 15? I get 15 by saying 5 times 3, which is I put all the fish in the bucket, and then I say 11 belongs to this guy, to these 2 guys, so 4 must belong to these people. Draw it out in a different manner, okay? I'm trying to do as many ways as possible so that you all understand. Drawing it out as another way would be, okay, this is total. Right, total equals to 15 units. So this is 15 units, okay? And they said that A and B, for example, A and B caught 11 fish. So it's 11 units. Well, my drawing is really bad, sorry. And so C would be how many? C would be the leftover, which is over here. So we just draw this down, and we notice that we actually have 15 minus 11, which is 4 units, and that's how you get the answer for this question. So that's it. That's what average basically means, right? If you got that one right, high five to you, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Okay, so that is the question number 1 that we've done. We've already overcome that. We've already conquered that question. So which brings me to the quote of the week. And the quote of the week is very important. It says, trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. Now, what am I trying to tell you here? I am trying to tell you here that you have done so much work in the past 6 years. Am I right? You've done a lot of homework, you've done a lot of studying in school, you spend countless hours in school, you spend countless hours at home doing homework and doing revision, and all that work is now in your head. Yeah, you have to understand that all this is now in your head, and somewhere out there you can actually unlock these things in your head. And that little thing, the key to that lock is trust. Is to trust yourself. Because trust me, you know more than you think you do. Everything that you've learned in your life is locked somewhere in our mind. That is a scientific explanation. Okay, that is a scientific proof. Yes, that everything that you've learned, everything that you've come across is in your subconscious mind somewhere. You just have to unlock it. Okay, now, so for this case, in studies, which is true in school as well as in life, you have to trust yourself. When you trust yourself, your abilities will come out and you will shine. Which is why I tell you to trust yourself, because you know more than you think you do. And with that, this is Coach Saiful signing off, saying you are a math prodigy. Good job.